And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your friend, Cheap Ludes. If you saw my video from earlier this afternoon, the Ferocious Packs in NBA 2K23 My Team already leaked, so we already knew A, who the headliner was, and B, who was in the set. So, with that being said and that out of the way, let's go ahead and review, because we actually got a whole host of new information about Season 2 and the stuff that's actually coming in the pack market tomorrow. So it's kind of, I don't know. I was trying to be positive, man. I gotta be honest, I'm not that excited, dude. I'm not. First things first, we got Season 2 Eerie. Got the little, Carnival font here. Shout out to everybody that remembers the 1998 arcade classic Carnival, one of the best light shooters ever made. That's not a statistical fact, or probably an agreed upon fact by majority of the community or populace in general. But I played so much Carnival, dude. That was my game growing up. I don't know. The collection rewards appear to be Diamond Moses Malone and Diamond Isaiah Thomas. Looks like Jimmy Butler, Daryl Dawkins, Chocolate Thunder, sick, dude. And then a Season 2 select Allen Iverson. I don't know. Moses Malone could be really good. To be honest, if he can even shoot just a little bit, he might be fire. Isaiah Thomas isn't that exciting, though, if I'm being honest. Whatever. First up, we got Diamond RJ Barrett. Now, Diamond RJ Barrett is very interesting, to be honest. Looking at RJ Barrett on 2KDB, he does have his own jump shot, which I've used. It's not terrible. Trae Young dribble style, so he actually moves, okay. Derrick Rose is kind of sluggish, but I feel like they fixed Derrick Rose. He moves a lot better. So I'm not really too concerned about it. Pippen's behind the back is not overpowered like it was last year, but solid. RJ Barrett should be altogether really solid. This is the big cue, though, is are they going to just completely destroy him on defense? Are they going to give him... They're either going to leave off a very large portion of shooting badges or defensive badges, and I don't know which one. And I don't know which one would be, worse. I think for my purposes, I would probably rather have him have shooting badges than defensive badges, period, but I think a lot of people are probably different on that. He should be altogether pretty solid. Don't worry, he's got that 99 shot IQ, in case you were curious about that. Either way, it should be fine. The only reason I'm not stoked on RJ Barrett, at the same time, though, he is a 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan shooting guard, is just because I have Richard Hamilton, and I just got Anthony Edwards today. So it's I'm not really that stoked on RJ Barrett, just because I have options, you know what I mean? But if the price is right, and the SIGs are right, and everything's looking good on RJ Barrett, I could definitely hold it down with Knicks Nation over here in RJ. Then we got Diamond Cat, which I've been saying for a while, if we get a Diamond Cat, he's going to be a problem. Because if you just look at Sapphire Cat, his release is a bit slow, for sure. Easy to green, but slow. He actually moves relatively well. In just his Sapphire card, he's rocking 71 speed with a 61 speed with ball, 60 ball handle. Not great, but you got to remember it's a current series card. They obviously don't make these cards too OP. With an 81 three-pointer. The key with Cat is he is going to rebound the ball at a high clip because he's wide in addition to tall. Not in a mean way, right? Don't be fat shaming Cat, dude. Cat's a national treasure. But he's got a wide player build. Slow jump shot, but very greenable. Trust me, I use this card every week in limited. So I'm a little bit more, I guess, high up on Cat than a lot of other people are. But he's going to be a mash machine. He's going to be able to grab rebounds at a relatively high clip. He's not going to be able to guard ball very well, obviously. Defensively, he's not going to be the greatest, but if he has a few shooting badges, if they give him catch and shoot Claymore on Hoff, maybe, we could be looking at a very solid, possibly even premier budget center, depending. I wouldn't say budget. I should say mid-level. Mid-level center would be around kind of where he's going to be. He'll probably be around somewhere between 50 and 75K, if I had to guess, but we'll see. It depends how good he is. Then we got Draymond. So we actually have a power forward, small forward Draymond this early, which is interesting. We typically don't get the small forward Draymonds till much, much later in the year, but it looks like we're getting one pretty early this time, which people are saying he's going to be an auctionable Larry Johnson, and honestly, that's not really that incorrect. Larry Johnson is going to bring you a lot more on the kind of physical side of things, whereas Draymond's not going to be quite as physical. Draymond's not going to be as good at finishing, for example. So on current gen, he's probably not going to be as good as like Larry Johnson. Also, his release is on slow. Really hope they change that because this release is pretty trash. But he does have like Michael Jordan dribble style on a big man, so that should actually move really well. Scottie Pippen, his jump shot just sucks, dude. That's the issue. But he should play elite level defense. He should be able to facilitate and, you know, play make a little bit. He'll have some shooting badges, but he's probably not going to be the greatest, so I wouldn't get too excited there. But he'll be more than passable for sure. He's just going to lack finishing. And depending, it's hard to really say, like, yes, he's he's going to be perfect for small forward, just because, like, how much better is Draymond going to be than, like, Scottie Pippen or even Larry Johnson? Or even, honestly, Andrew Wiggins. Like, how much better is he going to be? Especially on current gen, I don't think he will, but on next gen, he could potentially. And then, obviously, we got James Harden. Yeah. Anyways. I don't know. I thought this for sure was going to be an opal. I'm honestly kind of shocked that it wasn't. Let me make sure they didn't drop any new stuff. No, they didn't in the last 5 minutes. I'm honestly pretty shocked. I can't say I'm too disappointed. I'm glad that they're keeping the pack guys at the pink diamond tier for now. Just giving more incentive to actually grind for those trophy case players. I'm glad they're doing kind of like an MLB The Show type beat on that one. That's what MLB The Show does, and it's something that I like. That being said, Harden will still be ridiculous. And I'm sure they've power crept the pink diamonds, by the way. Like, we're not getting 5 Hoff badge pink diamonds. They're probably at 6 or 7 at this point. If not outright, it's straight up 10. So we'll see. I wish they would have allowed Amethyst James Harden to play point guard as well, but the diamond one's there. The diamond one will be over 100K, and so will this James Harden. If the diamond one's not at 100K, then it'll probably be at like 50 to 70. The issue is going to be, what are they changing here? Speed would probably be my guess. They typically choose one attribute and lower it significantly from the pink diamond to the diamond. I would assume speed would be the one here. I could be incorrect about that, but I don't think I am. Shooting's going to be on point for all 3 of them, I think, except maybe the Amethyst one. The Amethyst one might not be the greatest shooter in the world, but, you know, the Amethyst one looks diesel, though, dude. Like this James Harden and this James Harden spent a little too much time at the strip club at Magic City getting wings and whatnot. This one looks like he's been hitting the gym heavy, dude, for sure. This one looks like he's training to fight Adonis Creed. This is kind of tight. I kind of want the Amethyst one just for the guns. Just for the guns. I have no guns, so leave me alone. Leave me and my guns alone. Anyways, I mean, the set should be cool. Let's go test some jump shots out, though. I kind of want to see what's up. I know Draymond's is terrible, but we'll test the rest of them out here. Only right that we start with Cat. Like I said, I use Cat every weekend in Limited. The jump shot, it's hard for me to give an accurate description on the jump shot because I'm so used to it. Which the fact that I'm still missing it should probably tell you everything you need to know about the jumper. Like, it's clean and it is easy to kind of tell when he's going to release it. Just boop the head, as is the case with a lot of jump shots, honestly. But I'm still not knocking it down at a consistent rate regardless, you know? It's a little bit slow, kind of easy to contest, but honestly, he'll be a very solid stretch big if you can get the release down. The difference between him and, like, a Dirk or a Bull or, you know, any of those other guys that are going to be stretch bigs, even like LaMarcus Aldridge, is that Cat's going to be athletic and he's going to be big. That's the huge difference there. That's what we're going to see at the forefront of Cat. Like, I'm looking to pick up Cat tomorrow specifically, just because I already play with Bull, who I like a lot, but, you know, I really got to get this timing down for this jumper. I'm late on pretty much every single one of these. Like, it's definitely a weird jump shot to time for sure. But once you get the timing down, you'll be good. I'm late on every single one of them. It's crazy. Yeah, you just know when the arc hitting. But, I mean, Cat's big. He's lumbering. He's going to boom. He's going to get a sneaky amount of rebounds. I mean, look, I've all but given up on getting rebounds consistently in this game, so it doesn't really bother me. The one thing I will say about Cat, though, is his speed makes it, you know, looking at the stats, he should feel a lot faster than he actually is, but he's not. It has a lot to do with his player build, I would assume, but regardless, Cat should be a very premier, you know, spread big man. Spread. Is that even a real term? Probably not. Most people know about Harden at this point, but if you don't, Harden's going to be nasty. Like, his jump shot is super easy to time. He's got a decent player build. He moves incredibly well. People literally love the Sapphire James Harden still. Like, I don't know. He's got a hardened step back that obviously is going to make a lot of people angry for sure. The jump shot's clean though. I'm not going to go into the dribble sigs because they may change, and obviously they're going to be different tomorrow, I think, anyway. The thing about James Harden's jumper is it's fast. That's the only issue. It's fast, and it's kind of got a weird area that he lets it go at. But once you get the timing down, James Harden's jumper... So there's certain jump shots in this game that are easy to green due to just the release point. They're very pronounced, so you're like, okay, yeah, I know for a fact where to release this based on where it's lined up. Harden has a weird jump shot where I feel like, at least for myself anyway, when I'm in rhythm with James Harden's jump shot, I feel like it really has to do with my muscle memory and not because I'm knowing exactly where to release the ball. So that could potentially cause some problems for people, especially if you're like a muscle memory shooter. I mean, wide open, you're going to be fine, but you know, it is what it is. Harden's going to be good. He's going to play no defense, but it's not going to matter anyway. And we got Draymond. Draymond has an easy to green jumper, but God, is it slow. Like, look at this thing. It's slow and easy contestable. Like, it reminds me of like a slower Sean Marion's jumper. I mean, not as ugly for sure, but like, you know, it's there. Is it greenable? Absolutely. Is it super slow? Yes. Like, it really is. And it's especially coming from like Harden or Cat's jumper. Cat's kind of got a slow jumper too. It's just got a weird release point. But coming from somewhere like Harden's jumper, or if you're using anybody else with like a pretty quick release, like Robert Horry or someone of that nature, like Draymond's release is going to be weird for you. But I mean, it's greenable for sure. That's the key. He's going to have a really, really good catch and shoot release. Then we got the homie RJ Barrett. Homie RJ Barrett has a interesting release, to say the least. It's not quite as, obviously it's not as good as Rudy Base last year. Like, Rudy Base was nasty. Honestly, Rudy Base is nasty every year. This year, not so much, but we'll see once we get like an actual Rudy card that can really cook. Does he have his own release this year? I think he does. I mean, I would assume he's still in the league. So RJ Barrett's release, not as good as Rudy last year, obviously. It's greenable for sure. He does get a little jump on it. I don't know. I don't like it that much, but then again, I'm not exactly Splash Edition out here, dude. It's not like I'm a green machine, so that could be causing some issues. Once you get it down, I mean, it's like any release. I don't think this release is all that different, like, you know, difficulty in timing-wise from like an Andrew Wiggins or like Anthony Edwards is really good, actually, but like from like Wiggins would be a good example. I was trying to think of another dude that I use consistently that kind of has a jump shot that timing-wise kind of feels like this, and honestly, yeah, Wiggins would be the one that I would say. And that's a personal opinion, by the way. I know people always fight me when I do stuff like that. They're like, yo, you're an idiot. You have no idea what you're talking about. Those jump shots are nothing alike. Okay, cool, bro. But that's just how I feel. RJ should be good depending on his defensive and shooting statistics and badges. That's going to be the big key. Now, is this causing any market fluctuation? Very possibly, and the reason I say that, the only reason I'm not excited for RJ, by the way, I just want to specify this, is because I have Wiggins. Like, that's why I'm not. Where am I playing RJ in this lineup? Like, Rip is my boy. Rip's not going anywhere. Even though I suck with Rip and I cannot, for anything in this world, I cannot time his jump shot correctly. It's still my boy, dude. And Wiggins, I just got today. I'm not about to spend a bunch of MT on a card when I just got Wiggins, and I just got Anthony Edwards too. So I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Like with RJ Barrett, Cat's going right here though. Bol, get him out of here. Like, I actually really like Bol, honestly, but like, yeah, this Cat, dude, he needs to come in here. I don't know if this specifically changes the price on really anyone. I just feel like we haven't gotten a set that really tanks the market yet. I mean, people have been saying the market is down, but the market's only down for diamond or below cards right now. Like, everything else is pretty much the same kind of price point. The only reason cards are really, really down is just because people know Season 2 power creeps are coming. Like, we don't even know what the badge counts are going to be for the cards tomorrow. So, I would just hold off from buying anything. I always say this around the beginning of Season 2, you know, don't go out of your way to buy any cards from Season 1 because you don't know what the power creep's going to be. That being said, if you have cards that you are looking to sell, it's a gamble. Like, you can sell them right now for a guaranteed amount of MT, or you can wait for tomorrow, because if the power creep isn't that bad, people will try to rebuy some of the Season 1 cards that are elite. So it's kind of tough on what you want to do. Guys like Jordan are going to keep their price for a little bit. I would assume Tatum too. It's probably going to keep the price. Garnett even. Anybody who's a mash man like Wilt will probably keep his price to a certain extent too. So either way, we'll look for tomorrow. We'll wait for tomorrow. We'll see what's up. Kind of go from there. A little shameless plug here. If you want to check me out on the Our Team podcast, as per usual, we're on there this weekend. We got JD, DBG, and Splash Edition on there. Going to be a fun time. I'm sure there will be some arguments. Not by me. I'm pretty chill. But everybody else, Have a good night.